Yeah, thank you guys. I guess to stick into the medical cost of religion, I will mention a story about a woman that I know, and it'll demonstrate how religion can have these hidden costs, even if you personally aren't religious. So basically, what happened is this woman, she was experiencing pain in her abdomen and cramping, and she went in to get checked up by her doctor, and the doctor said that you need to go to the hospital immediately. So they just, she got transported to a Catholic hospital. I don't know if, I don't think she specifically chose that one. It was just the nearest one that she could go to. And so it ended up that she had an ectopic pregnancy, and it was actually inside her fallopian tube. And so there is a way to treat that, to rectify that, by taking an abortifacient pill, and you can do it chemically then and remove the pregnancy that way. But the Catholic hospital refused to do that because of their stance on abortion and abortifacients, because they're a Catholic hospital. So the only option that they offered her was an invasive surgery to go inside her body and physically remove the pregnancy from inside her fallopian tube. And she was really left with no choice because it was a pretty imminent situation. So she had to have invasive surgery, and they had to remove her fallopian tube, and this left her unable to have any more children in the future because her fallopian tube had been removed during the surgery. And so, not even, being a Catholic herself, she was subjected to this religious belief and this medical procedure that had a large cost on her that, she wouldn't have agreed to otherwise. So that's just one example. But some other things, as far as, the costs of religion, I can think of, I was raised Catholic myself, and even though my family wasn't super religious or anything like that, I can remember my mom telling me when I was a child, like, if I did something bad, I would get like a black mark on my soul. And, I thought about this all the time. And I guess, to an extent, you want your kids to behave, you want them to listen and things like that. But I mean, that was just frightening. Every time I did something, I was like, oh man, am I getting a mark on my soul? Is that gonna, hurt me when I die and go to heaven or whatever? And it's just terrifying to a small child, and that's not even to mention like the threat of hell. I don't ever think that was something that was discussed a lot in my household, but in a lot of households it definitely is. And I can only imagine how terrifying that is to a child to have that constant threat in their mind that they're going to suffer eternally if they do the slightest thing wrong, or if they don't go to church, or if they don't listen to their parents on religion or anything like that. And that can carry with you, throughout your life, even later on. I know for some atheists that were raised religious, they still have in the back of their mind, even though they don't believe in a God, even though they don't believe that hell exists, they just have this kind of internal fear or hesitation about things because it was just seared into their mind. And even though they don't believe in anymore, it just stays with you psychologically. So that's definitely another cost. I think another thing with religion is that it gives people too much respect for authority, and it teaches people to just accept the first thing that they're told without questioning it, because a lot of the time with religion you're just indoctrinated with it and you're taught that that's the truth, that's the way it is. And if you have questions, they'll usually offer you the church's stance on it, or they'll give you some apologetics or something. And if you start getting too investigative with your questions, they'll kind of dissuade you from that and discourage it. And I think that can have an impact as you go outside of religion, as you get older too, and kind of lack skepticism or lack the ability to question things in general. Lack of skepticism. I guess another thing I'll mention is how religion can affect your personal relationships. I think that anybody who's come out as an atheist and has done so publicly can attest to the fact that they've probably lost friends or family members, or at least close acquaintances or people in their lives, even if it was just something as simple as on Facebook. Even if somebody just unfriended you on Facebook because of your open atheism. I had people unfriend me, and it's funny because I was intentionally coming out slowly, trying not to offend people and trying to gauge people's reaction and things like that as I was first coming out openly and publicly. And that was one of the first memes I created in response to this reaction that people were having, was that people post Bible verses daily, and nobody bats an eye, but you mention one thing about atheism or say one thing critical of religion and everybody just loses their minds. And that's true. I would never personally I would never try to dissociate myself or unfriend somebody just because of their religious beliefs. I can sit there and people can question me, criticize me all day. I welcome it. I can explain myself. But for people to think that you're attacking their religion just because you post things against their religion, that's another, I think, hidden cost of religion, is that it can kind of ruin relationships. Even my own wife unfriended me on Facebook for a while, and it wasn't because I was directly confronting anybody about religion. It was just the way Facebook is. You can see posts that people are making in public groups or commenting on other things, on pictures and things like that. So I wasn't confronting anybody directly about their religion, but people could just see the things that I was saying and commenting on, and that was enough for them. They didn't want to have to see that, so they just completely removed me from their timeline because they didn't want to see it. Yeah, thanks again. I'm Prototype Atheist. You can find me on YouTube, and I just appreciate everybody that supports us, everybody that watches our show and subscribe to our channels, and that interacts with us and everything. I started doing this about 11 months ago or so. Last I checked, I was up to about 812 subscribers on YouTube. So I'd really like to get up to 1,000 by the end of the year. That'll be about a year of me doing this. So if you really enjoy what we do, if you like my channel, if you like my content, please share with everybody and get the word out. And as far as the t-shirts, Ayla's mentioned the t-shirts we're doing. We have the one design out right now, which I have right here. You can see that's the design we have going on right now. We'll have a few more coming out in the future, like he mentioned. And if you enjoy what we do, if you like the designs of the t-shirts and just if you want to support us, please do so. Like he said, 50% goes to Freedom from Religion Foundation. They do great work. And then the other 50% will go to support us and what we do. Like he mentioned kind of, laughingly at the beginning here, was that, I've been trying to edit some videos. A lot of my videos I try to do as little editing as possible because I don't have a lot of time. And I'm trying to start to do some kind of different videos for people to kind of change it up a bit and mix it up and keep it interesting. In order to do so, I need to do a lot more editing, and Windows Movie Maker just isn't cutting it. So I'll need to invest in a better movie editor and maybe a better camera or things of that nature. So when you support us, that's what you're supporting. So you will see the upgrade in quality of our content if you support us. So that's what that's going to, and we appreciate all of it.